Hello everyone and welcome to my tutorial for today. It's been a while. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Today we are going to be making this off-shoulder straight cut gown with ruffles at the shoulder. Okay, and I have, because of the size of the person I'm working with, I have this 6 yards of Ankara fabric. I'm using this doll face satin for the ruffles at the shoulder, and of course a wooden and lining and zip as well. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for stopping by. And if you are new, please subscribe before leaving. I also ask, please, when you subscribe, ensure to watch my videos. Also help us share our videos. Okay, so let's just get quickly right on it. Okay, so for the ruffles, here we go, which is the main concentration of the tutorial, not necessarily the body of the dress. So I have here measured out and sewn together 7.5 inches. Okay, on fold. Initially it was this way. Okay, and this is the right side. I'm using a doll face satin. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. Okay, so it was like this. Unfold 7.5. That is when you open it up, it gives you 15 inches. So I turned it to the wrong side and joined it. Okay, so that's why you now have 7 inches here. I hope that is clear. And then secondly, I used the width of the satin. Okay, I used double of it. A satin comes this way, so this is one width. You can see where I made the joining. This is another width. Okay, and I have the third one, which I don't intend to use, but I just put it there for the purpose of not running out of fabrics. I hope you get that. So for the length, if I am to take my measurement this way, let's see, 1, 2, 3 yards and 6.5 inches. Okay, I did not include this. I don't intend to use this one, but I just left it here for the purpose of not running out of fabric. But if by the time I do my ruffles I don't have the bulkiness I want, I can then use it. Okay, I hope it's clear enough. Now I sewed together, bringing together the two ends. I hope you understand. So I joined them together on the wrong side, turned it over, which is actually very easy because it is wide enough for my hand to pass through. So I turned it over. Now used my pin to hold it down so that this side and this side is held firmly. Okay, I use my pin to make sure that this joined part is at the center. I wouldn't want it leaving this center. Okay, so next thing I will do will be to use my hand needle and my thread. So I'll have to put a long thread. Okay, I will double it so that by the time I pass it through the needle, I'll have like 4 for it to be strong. Okay, so next will be to now begin to use your hand needle to sew them this way. Like I said, you make sure you put enough thread that will take you through. And I'm sure you know there's another way this can be done. That is, if it's not straight ruffle, there's a circular ruffle as well. So you continue this way until you have gotten to the end. So you just continue. Okay, so when you are done doing this, meanwhile I entered the other one I said I wasn't going to use. Okay, so it's about 3 yards now that I used. That is for the length. Okay, so when you are done doing this, you go to your machine and carefully sew. Okay, you carefully sew on it so you'll be able to remove this thread again. I hope you get that. We wouldn't want this pink thread, this very one, to be showing. Okay, so when you are done doing this, you go to the machine, use your machine and run it through to keep it firm. I hope you get that. So you can now drag this thread from one end off. I hope it's clear enough. But if you don't want to do that, you can just, the way it is now, attach it to the circumference of the neck you are working with. Okay, so that when you are done sewing, you can then remove the thread. I hope you get that. Whichever one you want to do is fine. Okay, and then before now, you should have the circumference of the neck you want to attach those ruffles on. Okay, this is the dress I'll be attaching it on. The next thing I will do here will be to close them at the two sides. You see the way I lined them, I also lined the upper part, even though I'm attaching the ruffles there because I don't want this place to be rough. Okay, even the armhole, I closed everywhere. Okay, so the next thing I will do will be to go to my machine, close them at the two sides. So having joined at the two sides, the last thing will be to now attach the ruffles to the neck. Okay, now like I said before, now you should have gotten the measurement of the circumference of the shoulder or off shoulder. Okay, there are two ways you can get this done. Either you put a handle here at the shoulder, okay, where this one will sit, or if you don't put it, it means this one will stand on its own. This is what I mean. You know, when you wear an off shoulder, when you wear an off shoulder, it's this way. So it's either you put a handle that will connect here, okay, or you leave it this way. If you leave it this way, what it means is that this ruffle will now sit like this on its own. Okay, whichever one you choose to do is fine. For me, I will not be putting that handle. Okay, I will leave it this way. So the circumference of the neck, of the neckline or shoulder line where I'm putting it is 45 inches. So I'm going to make sure I have 45 inches plus few inches for the zipper allowance here on the ruffles. Okay, and then I'll start to attach this way. Okay, of course with my pink, I'll start to attach this way. I hope you get that. Okay, if you want a wider ruffle, then you should cut this one wider than this my 7 inches. Okay, so when you do this, you get to this place, you know you will stop. This is the armhole. This is the armhole here. Okay, so when you reach here, you stop. All right, and then you know how many inches you would have cut if you were to use that handle. Okay, let's assume that I will use 5 inches as the at this point as the handle. Okay, what it means is that when I attach and get to this place, I will leave about 5 inches, which will now form the sleeve. Okay, and continue again. I hope you get that. Okay, so I've attached it. All that is left, I also inserted the zip. All that is left is to give it a very good press, and unfortunately Miss Headless cannot try this on because this is way bigger than it is. So all I'll need will be to give it a good press and we are good to go. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and if you are yet to subscribe, please do so, and also tap on the notification bell to get yourself notified. Maybe subsequently I will make a circular ruffle. Okay, thank you once again. I take very good care of yourself. Don't forget to pray for me and pray for someone else. All right, bye.